Good afternoon and welcome to the Parks Motor Group Scottish Women's Premier League on BBC Sports Scotland. It's the penultimate weekend and we're at Oriam for a key clash in the capital as Rangers as the visitors to take on Heart of Midlothian. A big afternoon ahead, already underway with the early action. Let's take a look at the team news here in the capital. For Hearts, it's an injury-struck squad to end the season. They make 4 changes from an important derby win against Hibernian on Wednesday night. Lisa Rogers makes only her second appearance of the season for Hearts in goal. Amy Anderson scored a wonder strike in that win on Wednesday. She will be leading the line. And on the bench, possibility of a couple of debuts for younger players as Ailey Fargate and Olivia Humchuk are called up to take their place on the Heart of Midlothian bench. For Rangers, they make 2 changes from the win against Partick Thistle in midweek. Catherine Hill, the captain, comes back in to replace Nicola Docherty. Brogan Hay is also in to replace Megan Bell. Lizzie Arnott has 2 goals in her last 2 starts as she steps back into the Rangers lineup. And Kirsty Howitt has 5 goals in her last 7 league games as Rangers look for 3 points as well as goals this afternoon. An exciting day across the Scottish Women's Premier League. The title race in the top flight, the relegation playoff place to be decided, and the playoff race in SWPL 2 all in action this afternoon. The 2 head coaches, Eva Ollid of Hearts on your left there, Malky Thompson on the right, ready to take their places. And alongside me, already taking her place in the commentary booth for this afternoon, former Hearts captain Mario Caney. Mario, let's start with Hearts as they make their way onto the pitch. A hugely successful season for Eva Ollid in her 2nd season in charge, but it's been a journey for the Jambos, hasn't it? Right back to when Hearts won SWPL 2, when you were part of the lineup leading the side to the trophy left on that occasion, and now a guaranteed 4th place finish this time. A big achievement for the club.
Yeah, it's a huge achievement, come such a long way since that point in SWPL 2. I think the progress in the last 3-4 years has been absolutely amazing. A lot to be proud of for the club, a lot of credit needs to go to the club for all the investment that's been put in, and everybody that's contributed to that over the years. And sealing 4th place at this point in the season is such a big achievement in itself.
The intense schedule has taken its toll on some of the squads around the league already, and continues to do so for Hearts with those changes from midweek action. Rangers utilising their squad, with Malky Thompson making a couple of changes as he just looks to make the best opportunity of the depth in the squad. Erin Rennie there, the number 12 for Hearts, scored in that win against Hibs on Wednesday too. She'll be looking to carry the ball in the midfield and help spark things for Eva Ollid's side. Rangers, Mario, we mentioned the goal scoring talents there as well, but also the creativity. Brogan Hay, Sam Kerr, Kirsty McLean, all in the lineup too. Kirsty McLean, nicknamed Wee Iniesta, PFA Scotland Young Player of the Year nominee, be looking to make another impact this afternoon too.
Yeah, absolutely. We know the threats that Rangers have all over the pitch. They're excellent at scoring goals from every position nearly. All those players have a number of goals to their name. They've obviously been successful in signing some of those players on for next year, which I'm sure they'll be delighted about. For long-term planning for Malky, that's important as well. And Rangers obviously a huge game today in the title race, and they'll be more than up for it and hoping to get a few goals, I'm sure.
Rangers looking to put the pressure on Glasgow City, who are in action later this afternoon at the top of the SWPL table. The Celtic also looking to do the same. That game coming to an end across in the city. The Celtic are 2-0 in front against Hibernian as it stands. We'll keep you up to date. Across things, Rangers, the task is simple on their travels. 3 points are the most important thing, the priority to take things through to the final day of the season next weekend and keep that title defence up and running. And so much can happen in the SWPL, as we've seen already this season. Heart of Midlothian, well, one of their objectives were to take points off what are labelled at times as the top 3 They've done that twice with 2 draws against Rangers in recent meetings. The Malky Thompson side will want to make sure that is not the case this afternoon. It'll be a tough ask for Heart of Midlothian with that recent schedule of games. And with the 4th place already guaranteed, they put a lot into trying to get the victory against Hibs on Wednesday night, which they did do. Another target achieved, and we're underway on what has the feelings of a huge game this afternoon. There's a few of those across both league tables and both fixture cards in the SWPL. Arnott looking to receive, but Clara Connor, who's making only her 3rd Heart start, in there to intercept and put the ball out for the throw. Hannah Davison rolls it across for Catherine Hill. Threaded through for Brogan Hay. Sets herself, looks for McLaughlin. Kaylin Meekie intercepts. 3 Rangers players around, but looks for Addie Hanley. Her searching ball was towards Amy Anderson, but Hill will have plenty of time to collect and look forward. Davison looks long. McLaughlin looking to get there. Has to put it out for an early throw. How it takes. Careful McLaughlin. Spins away. Tessel Madak. That ball doesn't reach Kirsty McLean. Rebecca McAllister will happily take for Hearts. And they string the passes together. Gwen Davies. Blocked by Madak. Now Hill will take again. With already a couple of minutes approaching. Started at an extremely fast pace already at Oriam this afternoon. Lizzie Arnott. North makes the forward run. Number 27 in blue for Rangers. Left for Davison. Now Hill. Didn't feature against Partick Thistle in midweek. McLaughlin settles it. The legs of care from Brogan Hay. Monica Forsyth won the Rising Star Award at Hearts Player of the Year Awards. Ends her season on a high after a tough start. Unavailable through injury earlier in the season, right through until late November. You can hear so much talking on the pitch from the technical areas too. McLaughlin. McLean. Cowded out. Gwen Davies will carry forward. Anderson peels away to this near side. Skips past Hill. Some claims of a foul. Nothing awarded by the referee, Tom Danaher. Sam Kerr. Caresses it forward towards Arnott. Connor. Did she get a touch? The decision is no. The goal kick will be awarded. Clara Connor made her first Heart start in the 1-1 draw with Rangers at Broadwood last month. Has featured in every game since. It's her 9th appearance of the season. Forsyth takes, facing her own goal. Look at that pressure from Rangers low. She stays calm. Madak takes from Rogers. Forsyth can't carry. Howitt for Hay. Meekie covering. She'll have to settle for the throw there. Rangers showing that intensity to start, Mario.
Yeah, it's been a great start from Rangers. I think they've got their foot on the ball. You can see Hearts are set up well, they've defended well, but not managing to keep their foot on the ball so much, not managing to string many passes together. Rangers probably the more dominant start so far.
Gwen Davies pokes the ball out of play. Her only appearance against Rangers this season was in the 0-0 draw here in January. Rangers look to change sides. Davison for Kerr. It's loose, but Midak aware and pounces onto it. Anna Davison. Great skill from McLean. Kerr shields. Howitt for McLean. Hanley in the way. Kerr searching outright for Brogan Hay. It's a sore one for Kaylin Mikilo. Still down, just getting back to her feet now. She'll shake that one off. Tough competitor, Kaylin Meekie, former Glasgow City and Hibernian player. Really seems to be enjoying life at Hearts. Managed to settle herself and find a bit of a home, Mario.
Yes, she's been excellent, I think, since she joined. She joined sort of mid-season, which can be difficult sometimes for a player just coming in when the team's already, well into their season. But she was a breath of fresh air, really, and a great new signing. Gives Eva a totally different option there, and she's for the majority of the time cemented herself in the middle of the pitch for Hearts, and she brings something completely different to the other players around her, and really complements what Hearts already had. So yeah, a top signing.
Lisa Rogers mentioned the Hearts Rising Star Award that Monica Forsyth received this season. Lisa Rogers awarded it last season. Huge potential for the young goalkeeper. Another with huge potential was Kirsty McLean. Tessa Midak here. Forward for Lizzie Arnott. Trying to pierce the ball through for Nolf. Hunter has it for Hearts. High towards Meekie. Sam Kerr wins the header. Hill. He asks for it and receives. Rachel McLaughlin. That one cut out by Clara Connor. Rangers will regroup with the throw. Plenty around in blue for Rangers here. Nolf back towards Midak. Davison will start to change the angle.
Having to be quite patient, Rangers, and try and sort of work their way around the outside of Hearts. A real battle going on in the middle of the pitch. We're not getting much joy there, but I think a little bit more patience just to try and get 1v1s in the wide areas for Rangers is how they're going to break Hearts down.
Welcome from Midak. Rangers using the space well. Davison invited forward. Clips it for Sam Kerr. Waits. Looks. McLaughlin. Just over the crossbar. With the pace on the ball, it was rolling for her left foot rather than the right. And she tried to just caress it towards that top left corner. Rachel McLaughlin, with 7 goals already this season, couldn't find an 8th.
Yeah, I can see she's a wee bit disappointed with that. I think she maybe expected better from herself just to get it on target. Assist is always rising, doesn't quite get her head over it, but it's a good effort with her weaker foot.
Didn't really have to make too much contact or get a big swing on it with the left foot. She was able to just touch it very gently. Such was the setup on the pass. Here she is again. Looks to provide for Howitt. Cowan cuts it out. Rangers keep it alive. Hey for McLaughlin. Headed away by Hunter. Cowan adds on. Rangers just looking to push Hearts in around their own penalty area. Kaylin Meekie steps in. Gwen Davies kept it in play. Anderson just looking for a bit too much time to think there. Catherine Hill steps right in the way. Arnott picks up the pace. Looks to keep it in. The assistant's flag will go against Lizzie Arnott. Scotland international, 39 caps, 3 goals to her name. Such a big player for Rangers to get back at this point in the season. Hunter stabs it to Meekie. Kerr wins it back. Hay for Kirsty McLean. A low drive. And Shona Cowan was in the right spot because Kirsty Howitt was hanging around in behind. And this control from Catherine Hill will allow Hearts to step up the field. Harry Hanley featured in all 3 meetings with Rangers this season. On the throwing duties, Rennie Anderson and Gwen Davies around. It's Amy Anderson who takes. Plays it right to Brogan Hay. Howe links up well. Rangers with 3 forward. How it's patient. Quick feet from McLaughlin. Davison for Arnott. Nolf. Rolls to Middag. Rennie hanging around for Hearts. McLean. Kerr. Arnott stops. Still has it. Rangers just running out of space. Middag. Brogan Hay. Meekie steals again, but Rangers win it back. Arnott. How it rolls and strikes just past the post. And Kirsty Howitt, just when you think maybe that Rangers are running out of space and are holding on to it a bit too long, it's that one pass that could just cut through the Hearts defence.
Yeah, you can see the talent that they've got in Kirsty Howitt with, you know, her turn and spin. A great hit, but Rangers very intimate, intricate football they're playing. It's not quite coming off for them so far, but they've been well on top. Hearts struggling a wee bit to match it at the moment. I think getting dragged out of position. You can hear the Hearts bench shouting, you know, 1 player go, don't 3 players go to the same ball. It's just leaving space in behind. So just a little bit more communication, I think, needed from Hearts. Rangers working well at the moment.
And they're on the move again. Maddie Nolf. Arnott moves quick with the throw. Nolf takes over the top, just beyond Kirsty Howitt. Middag steps up. Davies can't play it out. Meekie will have the second chance to do so. Hanley closed down by McLaughlin. Hay. Hill. Now Davison. For 10 minutes played. McLean finds Nolf. Rangers with that heavy forward line. And we'll go up to join. Kerr. When Davies takes, but again, Hearts not allowed by Rangers to move out. McLean strikes. Oh, that's a beauty from Kirsty McLean. Stole the ball in the middle. Well, nicknamed Wee Iniesta. I think there's going to be a few more nicknames after that one. And what a way for Rangers to open the scoring on a big afternoon. Heart of Midlothian 0, Rangers 1.
It's a top class finish, Stuart. Can't do anything about that. I think Lisa Rogers in the goal, you're just not stopping it. It's right in the posted stamp, as they call it, right off the bar and into the other side of the goal. There's just no stopping that. It's a phenomenal strike from Kirsty McLean, and it just shows a contract extension during the week and how delighted Rangers must be to hold on to her.
Only her 4th goal of the season. You wouldn't think so, looking at a strike of that quality.
I think it's been coming. Rangers have definitely had more of the ball. Hearts really seem to be struggling to get hold of it and get out in any sort of way. They're sort of playing it forward to Amy Anderson, but she's not managing to get on the end of it. It's not quite accurate enough. It's not allowing Hearts to build anything at all, which has been one of their main strengths recently, is building out from the back and imposing their style of play on the game, but Rangers just haven't allowed that at all.
And this is why Kirsty McLean is a PFA Scotland Young Player of the Year nominee. A terrific hit. It just kisses the post perfectly for her. and no doubt that that was nestling into the back of the net. Rangers have the lead. What a goal from Kirsty McLean.
Probably a goal of the season contender at this late stage.
Hold the press, as they say. Another one to be slotted in to the nominations. And Hearts have an issue with Amy Anderson. Just getting the right boot back on at the moment. A number of players out. Eva Ollid will have some concern. It's not the way they want to end the season and what has been such a successful season too. But any nerves within that Rangers camp will be settled. There may not be many with the experience, and Malky Thompson always talks about the belief that his players and the squad as a whole have. After the last couple of results against Heart of Midlothian, an early goal in the first half would have been very high up on the list of priorities coming into this one. You take it in any fashion, but what a fashion it was from Kirsty McLean.
I think Rangers have probably learned their lesson from the last two matches against Hearts, where Hearts really have managed to impose their style of play and play some really good football and attack Hearts, attack Rangers. Sorry, Rangers just aren't allowing that to happen at all this game, which is credit to their preparation, I think, and their attitude coming into this one.
Hearts move from the goal kick. Hanley plays it into an area where only blue colours are around. Medak under pressure from Miki. Is there an opportunity for Hearts to counter? Anderson's pass is too heavy for Rennie. Davison looks it long. Lizzie Arnott started in a very lively mood against Partick Thistle on Wednesday. She's done so on that left wing again this afternoon.
Not a job you envy for Clara Connor over there, having to defend against Lizzie Arnott. She's always so tricky and fast and so intelligent with regards to the game as well. She knows exactly how to use space to her advantage. So Clara needs to be 100% focused for the whole game, I think, because Lizzie almost always creates 2 or 3 chances every game for herself or her teammates.
Hill. Hay. Cares touch buys her some more time. McLaughlin trying to arrow that one back out for Brogan Hay. Rangers throw. Lizzie Arnott moves across to the opposite side to take. Towards Hill. Kevin looked to get an important touch. Rangers will recycle. Here's the goal scorer. Can she find a way past Kaylin Meekie? Makes it difficult, but McLean does so. Opportunity there for Hill. Rebecca McAllister closed down by Kerr. Nolf waits and takes. Advantage played. Arnott makes the run. Howitt just looping that one over, and it may get back to Howitt, but Georgia Hunter there to clear. But you can just see the confidence that goal has spread throughout the Rangers team. They went up a gear again with the pressing, the pace on the ball, and they'll be able to try and camp Hearts in here again in their own half.
Yeah, there was a point there. Every single player, including the entire Hearts team, is in the Rangers attacking final third, Hearts defensive third. So that's not what Ava will be looking for. I think they try and get somebody further up the pitch. Amy's sort of dropping back in to try and help her team out, but it's given Hearts no options whatsoever when they do get the ball back, and they're just giving it straight back to Rangers at this moment in time.
Connor towards Hill. Supporters applaud. The Hearts fans will just be looking for their side to get on the ball a bit more. Rangers looking to go and search for a second. Full time at Meadowbank. It's finished Hibernian 1, Celtic 2. That game for Glasgow City to come later on in the afternoon. The Rangers started just as they would have wanted in the first 20 minutes here at Oriam. Glasgow City taking on Partick Thistle at 10 past 4. Full throw is the decision from the referee. Now Hearts will have the opportunity. Looking at Hearts, Mario, I mean, we spoke earlier about the journey that they've been on this season. Evala did say earlier that 3 objectives were set: top 6, get some points against the top 3 and get an Edinburgh Derby win as well. There's a tick against those. Next season we'll be looking to try and step towards that top 3 and provide a bit more of a challenge.
Absolutely, yeah, I think a little bit more consistency against the top teams. Hearts have managed to do it twice against Rangers this year, which has been you know, a huge achievement and an emotional one to an extent. It's been many years coming, really. A lot of work since post-COVID and coming up from SWPL 2 to get to that stage. Some heavy defeats along the way, so it's amazing to see that that's starting to creep in, but rather than one-off games, can it be a little bit more consistent and a sort of continuous threat? I think is definitely the aim next year, and just get as close as it can, because the points difference is still something I think Hearts will be unhappy with.
Lizzie Arnott, corner of the penalty area, tries to find some more space, closely watched by Clara Connor, who stands strong. Given away to Nolf. Cowan's header. Brogan Hay lines up the strike, and Rodgers can't get a hold of it, and Rangers have a second. Brogan Hay scores her 12th goal of the season, and last in the 1-1 draw with Celtic at the end of March, and that adds to Rangers' goal tally. Hearts 0, Rangers 2.
It's another top-class strike from Hay. Rangers do well to create the space. They just managed to play it right across, and unfortunately for Lisa Rodgers, it's just too powerful for it. Goes through her hands, unfortunately.
A mistake from the goalkeeper. Looked like she may have been in two minds between tipping it over the crossbar or getting a hold of it, and the indecision leads to the ball dropping into the back of the net. Arnott could be through here. Rodgers alert and grabs a hold of that one, but it just felt like the game had maybe dropped in a little bit of pace with the stop-start nature over on the far side in front of the stands. But that goal again will inject energy back into Rangers. It's also a goal, Mario, that could just deflate the Hearts players.
Yeah, I think it is a disappointing one to lose. Like I said, it was not so much against her on the play, but it was a little bit out of the blue. It didn't seem like a threat, and then all of a sudden it's in the back of the net. So that's always disappointing. The player Hearts are working extremely hard to try and get close to the Rangers players and try and get a hold of the ball. A lot of energy used on Wednesday night, like you said. I think you can maybe see that a little bit in the Hearts team, even though there's been some changes made. It's more or less the same players who've played throughout this split, and that's been challenging, I think, for Hearts at this stage in the season. I think they're looking a wee bit off the pace of Rangers at the moment in time, and that's a disappointing one to lose.
And Rangers set up another attack. Arnott's corner. It's a fierce one. Punched away by Rodgers. Commanded that front post.
Yeah, it's a good response from Lisa Rodgers. It's never easy. She's a very young player, a very talented player, coming in to Hearts' first team today. Never easy if you make a mistake, but she's done well to respond so far.
Cowan's header. Tells Gwen Davies to leave it for her. She'll carry forward. Meekie. Connor now switched to the left side with Addie Hanley moving over to the right of Hearts defence. Nolf. For Arnott. McLean. Back for Lizzie Arnott. Forsyth. Gets a toe to it. Nolf seems to be picking so much up. Just behind that middle area of Hearts territory. Starts the move again. Hill. Brogan Hay. Now Kerr. Back for Hay once more. But just can't get to it before it runs over the touchline. And the second goal scorer of the afternoon will take back her position. She was close to getting on the score sheet against Hearts last time. Right at the end, but the post denied her. Her goal in this first half, as we just cross past the midway point, has Rangers comfortable, and Malky Thompson will be very happy with that. Saw how important Lizzie Arnott's goal was just before half time on Wednesday. McLean was looking to pierce that one for Lizzie Arnott. That's cushioned header.
You can see the intensity of Rangers, I think, in their intention today. They're running to get the ball as soon as it goes out, straight back in. They're moving the ball quickly, trying to find the gaps to get another goal. They're certainly not sitting off now that they've got a 2-0 cushion. It's boiled them.
Hay, back to goal. Will turn into position. Hanley does her best not to allow that for Hearts. Hanley's been a big part of Eva Olid's team since the end of January. I think it's 16 straight appearances now for her. McLaughlin goes past her here. Pass only as far as Kayla Meekie. Amy Anderson has to do the job of holding up for support, and she did well there. That appears to be the trickiest part for Hearts so far in this first half, Mario, when they've got the ball. It's just they can't really find a way up to the halfway line before Rangers come in and steal it back.
No, I think it's a combination of Hearts not being quite accurate enough and moving into enough space, maybe a wee bit sloppy with the passing, and Rangers defending very well with a lot of intensity. As soon as it's come back, they've got somebody on their back. Amy's sort of having to deal with Catherine Hill, which is never easy. Catherine Hill's really going in that battle of physicality at the moment, and it's bouncing straight back. But also nobody's able to go beyond Amy, which leaves her with little options when she does get the ball. So yes, a difficult first half for Hearts so far.
Now it helps it to Kerr. Pass with the laces from McLaughlin. Heading for the byline. Gets the crossover. McLean was there. Hunter stopped it for Hearts. Now Hay for Rangers. Headed back in. It's loose for Kerr. Middaugh. Howitt. Rogers can come and take with the ball shielded by Handley. So much movement on either side of Kirsty Howitt this afternoon, which may just open up some spaces for her. Eva Olid's side looking to stick to their philosophy, playing with the ball in that passing game. Connor will have the throw to take. McAllister. Again, Rangers just on it in this first half as they try and get their toe to every heart of Midlothian pass. Hanley can't angle it towards Gwen Davies.
Yes, sir. Kirsty. Take it in, Kirsty. Protect her.
Hunter under pressure. Saw Brogan Hay running at her. Will concede the throw in. And Hearts will get that line of defence straight again.
What's this?
McLaughlin for Howitt. Glenn Davies finds Rennie.
Up.
Hunter searches for Anderson.
Deeper, Hannah, deeper.
Hill just had to be patient.
Yes, sir.
Davison.
Kirsty.
Hill. Out that quick pass. Trying to release Brogan Hay. For Hearts, Mario, it's just not sticking when it gets up to Amy Anderson at the moment.
No, it's not at all. It's either just not quite to her, or she's just not managing to make it. She had a huge night for Amy on Wednesday. She's come in for tea and filled Georgia Tim's boots after a re-injury, and after maybe not having as much game time as she would have liked this season, Amy. But she was great on Wednesday. You know, delighted to see her get the goal and get those rewards after a tough season. She's been excellent with Scotland 19s this season and maturing as a player, but it's a big ask for her today up there by herself, having to do a lot of work, and the girls behind her just need to give her a wee bit of a hand and get the ball to her feet at least, or in behind one or the other. It's sort of getting caught in between at the moment. It's not really giving her much of a chance.
Hunter aims for Rennie. McLean for Nolf. Sam Kerr left for Lizzie Arnott. Looks to attack, but the flag raised by the assistant on her right. Marky Thompson praised the relentless attitude of his players in midweek. And looking to be relentless again here is Kirsty McLean. Just going on the run looking for a second goal.
Yeah, it was unlucky. I think just a wee bit too much in front of her. Heavy touch. Just couldn't quite get there and get it under control. But another example of Hearts sort of getting cut open by Rangers there. Just need to be careful. You don't want to go in more than 2-0 at the break.
Yes, sir. Stay central, Kirsty.
Davison smashes the ball forward for Lizzie Arnott. Beating down on Connor. Left-footed cross towards the back post. Hay and Hanley there. Hearts will survive. And wins the battle of strength on Anderson. Davies can't keep that one in play.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes. The areas, find the areas.
Middag. Nolf. McLean picks up.
Stay central, Kirsty, well done.
Hill for Howitt. Cowan in front. Mickey just has to take the ball into her stride. Cowan. Hunter facing her own goal. Will use Rogers. And she'll get it as far away as possible. Forsyth does excellently there to keep that one in play. It's maybe felt a bit out of the game in this first half an hour or so. Not really had much of a chance to go on the attack as she loves to do, Monica Forsyth. Middag will join Rangers' attack. It's Kirsty Howitt's strike, and Kirsty Howitt scores. Rangers have a third and immediately get the ball back. Celebrations limited. Goals are what they're after, and they have 3 in this first half with just over half an hour played. Hearts 0, Rangers 3.
Yeah, goals galore. Didn't miss and hit the wall with that one. What a strike. Again, no stopping that. It's right in the top corner. It's so powerful. A brilliant strike from Kirsty Howitt. It just shows the calibre of player that Rangers have got, and the technique to get the ball like that is, you don't see that often. I think so consistently. Rangers done really well with all 3 goals. Well deserved.
6 goals in the last 8 league games now for Kirsty Howitt. Stabbed in Rangers' second on Wednesday. She has their third on Sunday. 18th league goal of the season. 27 in all competitions. She'll be after more this afternoon.
Yes, Rachel, we have space. Cross wide. Good.
Catherine Hill. Kerr's close pass for Howitt. Peels away. Cowan managed to stop that. Hill. Howitt for Hay. Rangers flooding that penalty area here. Hanley prevents the danger for now. And clears away, but only as far as Middag, who isn't closed down. And Rodgers happily takes that one in her hands. So Middag strikes straight at the Hearts goalkeeper. But again, that relentless push from Rangers around the penalty area, making it so difficult for Hearts to clear.
Yeah, living dangerously there, Hearts. That was a free strike on goal, and we've just seen, how talented Rangers are with striking from distance, so it's something they need to be aware of. I think Hearts are so deep at the moment. Rangers had 7 players in and around the box there. Just shows their attacking threat.
Gwen Davies looks to threaten. Johnny Fife hasn't had much to be aware of, as we still just have under 10 minutes to play until the half-time interval. Rangers goal difference now sitting at 100. 108 goals scored in the league. Only 8 conceded. The least out of all the teams in the SWPL table. McLaughlin floats it over towards the back post. Rodgers reaching, Arnott attacking. But Rachel McLaughlin so deadly on that right side. No one around the Rangers right back. Such a dangerous cross. McAllister for Hunter. Davison. Lizzie Arnott. Leaves it for Kerr, who was in her way. Maddie Nolf. Forsyth stops. And that rolls for Catherine Hill. It's Rachel McLaughlin. Threaded through. Hay cuts back with the cross, punched away by Rodgers. Arnott was waiting again. Forsyth helps it out of the area. Kirsty McLean makes its way to Middag. It was intended for Lizzie Arnott, I think, but Hearts were just not alert. McLaughlin, she can hit them from range. And Rodgers takes. But Rangers having joy before they get into the penalty area. And Hearts just all over the place really defensively, Mario.
Yeah, they are. Unfortunately, they're just getting moved around so much by Rangers passing the ball very quickly, not communicating well enough to pass on players and pick their man up.
Howitt for Kirsty McLean, and drags that one wide. That would have been some goal too. A lovely team move from Rangers. They're just not stopping.
Not at all. Exactly, a lovely team move. Very intricate play, 1-touch, 2-touch passing, and they've cut through Hearts, and Kirsty will be disappointed with that finish, even for such a young player. We know she can hit the target as she did earlier, so that was a key chance for her, but I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come.
Middag. McLean. Brogan Hay.
Yes, Annie! Show!
Davison finds Kerr. 2 behind in maroon. Middag sweeps up. Howitt looks for McLean. Got her toes to it. Couldn't take it into her path. Started 3 of the last 4 games before today. The only one she didn't start was the win against Celtic, where she came on as a sub. She was a big part of the win against Hibs in Edinburgh last Sunday. She's been a huge part already this afternoon.
Pressure on her. Keep it up, lads. Go on, girls, up. Keep going, Brooks.
Maddie Hanley has space ahead.
Yes, Hannah, time.
It's long.
Come sharp.
Anderson moves
Yes,
short.
Danny.
Davies was the runner.
Yeah, but get a centre back to do that.
A mix-up in defence between Hunter and Clara. May allow Lizzie Arnott to create the opportunity, but Hunter recovers.
Good, Brooks. And at the back, Brooks.
Hunter steps onto that one. Looks left for Gwen Davies. It's a bit frustrated there. She reached out for the ball. McLean. Meekie stops it, getting to McLaughlin. Davies just happy. Get that one up in the air. And then he wins the header. The second move. Won by Nolf. Now Hill. Davison. And it started the run. Nolf. McLaughlin got that one wrong. Again, Hearts unable to get anywhere near the halfway line. Maddie Nolf. Connor cuts it out. Lizzie Arnott has a look up. 3 in the penalty area. Kirsty McLean supports, spins. McLaughlin lines up the shot. Pushed away by Lisa Rogers. Such intensity from Rangers there. Rachel McLaughlin with another shot at goal. Stinging the palms of the Hearts goalkeeper, Lisa Rogers.
Oh, it's great play all the way through the Rangers team there. Kirsty McLean, what skill she's shown to get through 2 Hearts players. Another sign of the talent that she's got on display, and Rangers very unlucky not to score again there.
Arnott's corner, it's towards Davison, and Howitt applies the finish. Rangers have a 4th. It's Kirsty Howitt again. She's at the double a few minutes before half time. It's becoming a difficult afternoon for Hearts and Lisa Rogers. Rangers amongst the goals. 4-0. Hannah Davison, such a threat from set pieces. They scored from corners recently, but that time the header down works as an assist. Kirsty Howitt picked up the perfect position to put the ball into the back of the net.
Disappointing one for Hearts. Never like to lose set pieces. I think it would be much better and reasonably strong recently on the set piece front, but that was poor, I think, by their own standards. Nobody really picking up and nobody really challenging.
Here they go again. McLaughlin. Hanley battling with Hay. Puts the ball over the Orium fence. Allow Hearts to catch their breath a little. Rangers not interested in that. A minute and a half to go. Kerr delivers away from Rogers. Hunter has time. Gwen Davies screams for it just at the bottom of your screen. And Clara Connor just showing an example of a possible tiredness and that frustration that's creeping into the Hearts players with everything they've had to face so far in this first 44 minutes.
I think Hearts probably just trying to see out the half now. Maybe some changes and tweaks at half time to be made to try and curb Rangers' enthusiasm. They're really up for this today, and I think Hearts needs to do something to try and get a better hold on the game.
Hay. Hanley blocks. Kerr, Middack and Hill all waiting. 3 Rangers scorers already this afternoon. Lizzie Arnott with the corner towards Hill. It drops. Rogers takes. A cluster of players in Malone around the Rangers captain there. Nathan Hill's last Rangers goal was in the Scottish Cup quarter-final win against Hibs. Middack moves away. Hanley takes. Gwen Davies. Amy Anderson will chase. Could possibly carry Heart of Midlothian a bit further up the pitch. Davison has space. Clara corner now. McAllister steps over the ball. How it's quick thinking for Kerr. Arnott on her left. And she's offside as the flag goes up. That quick movement again in the Rangers attack. Yeah, at times, Mario, we've got McLean, Kerr, Howitt, Arnott, McLaughlin, Hay up there. It's like an attack of 6 at times.
It's almost always 6, sometimes 7. I think Hearts are finding that really difficult to deal with. Dropping off further and further, but they're just not managing to match up in the middle of the pitch and get a hold of the ball or get close enough to the players, put any real pressure on it. Rangers, you know, all credit to them, they're moving the ball very quickly. They're not really taking more than 1-touch, 2-touch football, which is the key to moving teams around, and they're definitely finding the space in behind Hearts quite easily at this point in time. Hearts just not able to get a foothold in this at all.
Rennie takes a bump from Hill. She was aware of where Hay was, but couldn't direct the ball towards her. It doesn't matter though. Hay steals from Hanley. Kevin comes across. And some half appeals. Miki stabs it away. Hanley drags, but asks too much of Gwen Davies. And the referee brings an end to what has been a relentless first half from Rangers. And what a way to get the scoring started, as Kirsty McLean stole the ball in the middle onto her right foot and unleashed a fabulous strike that kissed the post and ended up in the back of the net. Here are the goals. McLean takes a ferocious strike in off the post. Brogan Hay with the second, which Hearts goalkeeper Lisa Rogers should have done better with. Made the task a lot more difficult. Middack threaded the ball through for Kirsty Howitt, and she zipped the strike beyond the Hearts goalkeeper too. And then goal number 4, Hannah Davison peels away to the back, her header down. The touch again from Kirsty Howitt, who made it a double. And it's Rangers in amongst the goals this afternoon in the capital. The team talk from Malky Thompson will be simple. It'll be more of the same. That's what he'll ask for the second 45 minutes from his side. For Heart of Midlothian, what can Eva Olid tell her players? Injury hit this afternoon again. They've impressed this season, a guaranteed 4th place finish, plus a difficult afternoon for the squad that looks different from other lineups throughout the season. That has been in line for so much praise in the Scottish Women's Premier League. Still plenty of action to go in the second half. Mario and I will take a short break, but please join us again shortly. At half-time at Oriam, it's Heart of Midlothian 0, Rangers 4. Welcome back to Orion on BBC Sports Scotland for the Scottish Women's Premier League action this afternoon. At half-time, it's currently Heart of Midlothian 0, Rangers 4. Rangers have been relentless in the first half as they step up the defence of their league title from last season. And one of the big things discussed in recent weeks, as all three teams towards the top were picking up points, was, will it come down to goal difference? Well, it certainly looks like that is playing a part in Rangers' mind this afternoon. Every time the ball has been put in the back of the net, they've been desperate to get it back on the centre spot to go again. Rachel McLaughlin has been a big part of that in the first half with her attack down the right side. It doesn't appear there are any changes from either team for the second half. Malky Thompson will have asked more of the same from his Rangers side and from Kirsty Howitt, who grabbed a double in the opening 45 minutes. A tough team talk for Eva Ollid to give to her Hearts players to get them re-energised for the second half. A successful season for the Jambos. A derby win in midweek. Kirsty McLean looking to inject that Rangers pace to start the second half. Just slightly left off in the first. Lizzie Arnott, who was active on the left wing, still out there. Kerr plays the pass for Nolf. Given away to Clara Connor. Nolf steps in, steals the ball. Midach for Kerr. Nolf to McLaughlin. He has lots of space on that far right side, but the ball won't reach her. Anderson in the attack for Hearts. A tough job up there on her own, but she's done well here. And that might be asking a bit too much of Monica Forsyth. Maddie Nolf moves forward. You see in the background Nicola Docherty has taken her place in the centre of defence in place of Catherine Hill. McLean with the strike, taken by Rogers. And Nicola Docherty, Mario, played centre back on Wednesday night. Just a bit of a different position, but it puts so much more in attack into Malky Thompson's side. And she could play in the right, play in the left. But she'll be looking to drive through centrally as well. Has the armband on too in place of Hill.
She's so experienced. I think she brings so much to the Rangers team regardless of position. You know, she's two-footed and she can play anywhere really, which is a huge advantage for Rangers to bring a player of that experience, and obviously an international as well. And I think that all feeds into adding something positive to Rangers.
McLaughlin bursting down the right side. Cuts back. Out for the throw. Rennie. It's cleared away upfield. Davison stepped onto it, but will allow Amy Anderson the opportunity. Erin Rennie running beyond. Midach towards Arnott. Leaves for Nolf. Tries to drive it low, only as far as Georgia Hunter. There's Nicola Docherty. Lizzie Arnott leaves for Howitt. Kerr trying to thread it through. Midach spots Brogan Hay. She'll have to retrieve. Whips it over. It's towards Arnott. Difficult to deal with for Connor. And Kirsty Howitt has her hat-trick. It's another for Rangers. And Kirsty Howitt adds to an impressive tally this season. And she'll be going in search for number 30. 29 for now. Hearts couldn't deal with it. It sat up nicely and no chance for Lisa Rogers. Hearts immediately giving the ball right back again to Malky Thompson's side. Kirsty Howitt scored a hat-trick in the League Cup against Queen's Park earlier in the season. Another this afternoon. And she might not be stopping there, Mario.
No, it was a great strike, another one. Very controlled finishing, showing how good she is at that when she gets the chance, and what credit she is to Rangers. Hearts unlucky defending, balls bouncing around, but nobody really able to get a hold of the game by the scruff of the neck, and it looks like they might be in for a tough second half as well as first half. I think I'm just counting the players, it looks like there's 7 or 8 who are probably under 20, which is probably contributing a wee bit, I think, to not being able to get a real grip on this game and sort of stem the tide. It doesn't help obviously that Rangers are on the goal train either.
Can Hearts do here? Rebecca McAllister floats it over. Midag's header finds its way through to Miki. She's taken a sore one as she tried to swipe at the ball. He released, pauses, and leaves for McLaughlin. Davison encouraged to drive. Care for Howitt, the hat-trick hero. McLean, McLaughlin, Brogan Hay, 5 in the box. Cowan clears. Midak wins the header over the top of Rennie. Receives from McLean. And up steps Nicola Docherty. Rangers half-time sub. Lines up the shot. And tipped wide by Rogers. And you can see the complaints from the young goalkeeper. Hearts haven't learnt about the shots from distance from Rangers, and Nicola Docherty allowed to line one up there.
It's a great stop from Lisa there, actually. She gets across. I think it's maybe just going wide, but I think it would have been tight, so she does well to get across. So yeah, she's understandably frustrated at that free hit on the goal.
Header down. Hunter. It's Davison causing the trouble. Arnott. Docherty. McLaughlin. Hunter heads away. Glenn Davies with the ball upfield. No one up there for Hearts. McLean. Docherty steps across the halfway line. Maddie Nolf. Lizzie Arnott. Davison finds Hay. Rachel McLaughlin has time to pick the pass. Connor cuts it out. Howitt rolled through. McLaughlin across the face and taken by Rogers at the front post. And she's taken a sore one in the collision, and she holds her head. The referee immediately calling for attention. McLean making the run and McLaughlin in behind, so it's not just the one that Hearts have got to track, it's sometimes 2, 3, Mario.
No, it's nice play again. Rangers are attacking numbers, like you said. Brave goalkeeping to come out and smother that, Lisa, but she did take a knock on the head, so she'll be assessed by the physio for that one. But yeah, Rangers still dominating and finding their way through Hearts with just tiny little passes, 1-2 touch football. It's been an impressive display today. Eva Allwood watches on with concern. Charlotte Parker-Smith is on what is a very young Hearts bench. Experienced goalkeeper. Always comes up big for Heart of Midlothian. Hayley Davies, Erin Sheehan
Hayley Fargate, Olivia Humchuk there too. And she is sitting back up. Lisa Rogers. Only other appearance this season in the top flight was a 3-0 win at home to Glasgow Women at the end of August. The thumbs up as she's okay to continue. Knopf cushions it down, only as far as Anderson. Doherty misses out, but Middagh's there to help. McAllister gives it a swing, goes down. The referee close by had a good view and awards the free kick to Hearts.
I think it was accidental, but I think it was just a flailing hand that caught her in the face, which is probably quite a sore one, but completely accidental from Sam Kerr, I think, just battling for the ball.
And the left arm comes up. McAllister looking to shake that one off. The referee has a word with the Rangers midfielder. Georgia Hunter, Hearts captain, encourages players to move further forward. Knopf has to deal with it. Doherty not allowed to peel away from Rennie, but does so in the end. The referee allows play to continue. Brogan Hay, 4 ahead for Rangers. Hay continues. McLean, Kerr, McLaughlin. And that one just trickles past the post. To McLaughlin, took her position, and as soon as the ball rolled onto the right foot, he just knew that she fancied an attempt, but didn't get that one on target.
I don't think she quite caught it. It looks like she's almost connected a wee bit with the floor, not quite as powerful as she's normally got in her locker. We know what she's capable of from there, but another good chance from Rangers. You can hear the Rangers bench encouraging Nick Dock there, strong running right out of centre back, encouraging her to go up as well. So you can see how keen they are to add to their goal tally.
Rangers have only scored 3 goals against Hearts in the league this season. They have 5 in this match this afternoon. A 1-1 draw at Broadwood in April, a 0-0 here in January, a 2-0 win for Rangers in August. Christy Howitt scored in that one too. She has a hat-trick this afternoon. Amy Anderson towards Forsyth. Rennie there too. Forsyth skips past Knopf. Now up against Doherty. Tries to poke the ball through for Rennie. Forsyth with the shot. And taken for Jenna Fife. Has not had much to deal with in this match this afternoon.
That's better from Hearts. They're getting a bit higher up the pitch. Amy's managed to nick a couple of balls and drive with the ball for the first time. Didn't really manage that at all in the first half, so a wee bit more positive from the Hearts front.
Howitt, a lovely link-up play for Knopf on the left. Lizzie Arnott pushed away by Hunter. Keeps it in play. Doherty comes across. Hannah Davison can use either side. Kerr's neat touch. Howitt stabs it for Hay. The 1-2 back for Brogan Hay. Lifts that one over the goal. Only start against Hart this season was in the 0-0 draw here for Brogan Hay. But what an impact she's made this afternoon. Just keeps up that consistency and progress in this Rangers side. If you're a Hearts player, Mario, what can you do in this sort of situation? I mean, you stick to the task that have been given to you. Rangers have just been at it again and again, and they may be in again here. Connor misses the header. Nolf hits it. Rogers will take it at the second attempt. I was just about to ask, do you use, if you're a Hearts player, do you use the emotion, the frustration, maybe a little bit of anger to just try and up the performance again?
I think just everything you've got in terms of getting closer to Rangers, but I'd probably say more on the ball. Can they do more on the ball to hold it for a little bit longer and give their teammates a little bit of a rest? Doing a lot less running when you've got hold of the ball, but Hearts just giving it away quite a lot and giving it straight back to Rangers equals more running. So I think that's probably the key. They're working as hard as they can out of possession. It's in possession, need to do a little bit more work to make the space, to get the passes and keep the ball for a minute or two and give the team the chance to get up the pitch instead of at the moment a bit back to front and the midfielder sort of having to do a huge amount of work in possession and out of possession.
How it accepts the Rangers' throw. Davies finds Meekie. Kerr tracking back. That'll start Rangers once more. Docherty looks at Nolf, who comes back from a run. Davison. Hunter takes. She needs some movement from the players in attack. Anderson couldn't take that one down. Frustration for the Hearts forward. Scored that wonder strike against Hibs on Wednesday night.
It has been a really frustrating afternoon for Amy. She's working hard, but the balls just aren't quite coming off her. They're either too long or too awkward for her to deal with, which is unfortunate.
Davies under pressure from McLaughlin. Kerr lets it run across those orange boots. Medach. McLaughlin leaves from McLean. Medach for Nolf, who does well to take that one. Quite a bit of power on the pass. Anderson in the battle with Docherty. Hearts will have the free kick. Docherty goes through the back of Amy Anderson. And some attention required. Niamh Ola did say, Mario, that she was delighted at the style of the combination playing attacking against Hibs, especially in the first half, in which she thought they were amazing. But a totally different game here this afternoon, up against the Rangers side, who still have success in their sights, of course, and goals mean so much.
Yeah, I think there's been so many changes to the Hearts team, not just in personnel, where there's been many, but I think also the way that they're playing today is quite different from how they were trying to play on Wednesday. It's very much a sort of feeling that's a game at the end of the season for Hearts, where they're maybe not willing to take too many risks, and you can see that with some of the players sitting out, giving other people a chance for game time, but it's been a tough afternoon for them.
McAllister sends it forward. McLaughlin there for Forsyth. Finds Hunter. Back for Forsyth, just not allowed any space. And Hannah Davison will clear. Should mention that attacking position for Hearts so often this season, occupied by Georgia Timms, who's unavailable at the moment, as is the former Rangers players Emma Brownlee, Ciara Grant. Finds Sampson, Katie Rood, and Jenny Smith, who's suspended still. Rangers missing players too. Lisa Martinez, Kayla McCoy, Emma Watson, Yenny Danielson, and Jane Ross, who signed a contract extension through the week. Another boost to the Rangers squad. Clara Connor puts the ball out for the Rangers throw. That will allow Hearts to make a change, as Ailey Davies will come onto the pitch. Niamh Ola will shuffle a few things around. Davies came on as a substitute in the last meeting with Rangers in April. Arnott looking to make that run. Kerr down there too. Cleared away. Off with another throw. Arnott. Howitt. Lizzie Arnott looking for Kirsty McLean. Docherty. Again, that quick linking. Davison. Hanley steps in. Erin Rennie ahead of her now, with Amy Anderson going off to be replaced by Ailey Davies.
Certainly a shuffling of the pack. It looks like Erin's sort of pushing up towards the striker role, which is a new one for her, and Ailey's slotting in on the right side of the midfield. She's been out for a long time with a bad hip flexor injury, but she's so well respected at Hearts and a key young player for them, so they'll be delighted she's back, and it's a good opportunity for her to get some game time under her belt, even though it's under difficult circumstances today. But it's not about that for Hearts today. It's just about cementing what they can and getting game time into these players.
And the Davies' 8th appearance of the season with that injury that Mario talks of. It's something that's been discussed quite a bit in recent weeks with a heavy SWPL schedule. At crunch time of the season, so much to play for, the intensity increased, and with the split also making the matches a lot more competitive.
I think it's something all squads are struggling with. You can look at the Rangers bench and look at the depth that they've got, but other teams maybe not so much, and even then the Rangers players that are playing week in, week out, that aren't being rotated, I think will struggle with the intensity of the Wednesday, Sunday or Thursday, Sunday games. Difficult for teams like Hearts and Partick Thistle with less squad depth, so I think it's something that probably needs to be looked at next year, and I believe it will be slightly different.
Nolf searching ball over. Cowan with an important header, and might still drop to Kirsty Howitt. Cowan there again. Now it's McLaughlin. Drops the shoulder. Leaves for Hay. Cowan once more. Meekie can't clear. Kerr. Midach. Nolf. Can't get enough on it. And Lisa Rogers pounces. Maddie Nolf stepping up. One of the shouts from the Rangers coaching staff just down in the technical area to her left, Mario, was to tidy it up a bit as it gets a bit scrappy and it's maybe not as flowing as it was in the first half. And another goal would be so important to that goal difference and the placing around in the SWPL table. Glasgow City yet to kick off later. As Clara Connor receives a bit of attention to that left leg. And as it stands at the moment, goal difference in that SWPL table. Celtic on the 78 points with a 102 goal difference. Rangers on 78 points with 102 goal difference as well. And Glasgow City game is underway. We'll keep you updated across anything that happens there.
I think Rangers are almost getting frustrated, even though it's with the scoreline as it is. That they've not got more yet. They're getting frustrated at the bench. The balls aren't coming on quick enough for them to take their throw-ins and take their corners. So it just shows you the intent that they've gone out there with today. Get as many goals as possible and hit Hearts for as many as they can to make sure they've got as good a goal difference going into this title race as they possibly can. They certainly made a good start of it, but it's clear that they want more.
Take it up a level is the shout. Glasgow City and then beyond 78 points as it currently stands at 0-0 and a goal difference of 92. And a big moment here for Ailey Fargate, up from the under-18s and making her debut for Hearts this afternoon. And up towards Rennie. Docherty allows it to run. across the midway point of the second half. Jenna Fife takes the touch. Davison, Hay, clipped, free kick awarded. And Rangers support try to help lift their side once more. A close view of Tessa Middag, who's ready to deliver the free kick. Vision and passing on the move for the first goal in midweek to McLaughlin was a key part of that move. What can she do here? Davison's header. Rogers saves. She just seems so difficult to track when she's attacking those set pieces. Hannah Davison, she saw from the first half with the knockdown for one of Howitt's 3 goals.
She's so powerful, I think, in the air. She was at least challenged there as opposed to the one in the first half, but just out jumped her marker. Very, very strong, very tall.
Hunter sees that one through for Rogers. Davies. Rennie, quick move. Forsyth takes. There's 4 coming up in support to her left. Fargy points. Miki takes. Loops it towards Rennie. McLaughlin heads down. Emily Davies. Miki.
Under control again, come on! Come on!
Davies towards Rennie. Brings it down. Nice play from Hearts here. Miki thought about the strike. Davies stepped a foot forward. And the flag raised. More positive from Heart of Midlothian.
Yeah, it's a nice wee bit of play. I think Ailey Davis is doing really well. She's actually sort of filled in at a right back role, which is probably new to her, but she's doing really well there. She's very composed on the ball and is able to sort of bring that composure to the Hearts team that have been lacking it. So starting to create a wee bit more, which is positive. Ava's happy with Hearts getting the shot on the goal.
Nolf has Arnott moving away. Sam Kerr comes across, opens up the space for Lizzie Arnott. Middag powers the pass through. Kerr won't get there. Quick thinking from the Rangers midfielder Tessa Middag, looking for a partner, Sam Kerr. Knowledge changes have helped Hearts in the second half. Davison powering forward. Gwen Davies will go on a run. Checks inside. Can't allow the pass to reach Monica Forsyth. No, Docherty. She's invited to step up once again. North asks for handball. Hearts take possession. Docherty gets enough on that. Now Tessa Middag, the Netherlands international, finds Arnott. Again, good solid link-up play with Howitt. Brogan Hay. One-on-one with Hanley. That looked like a tired pass from Kaylin Miki. Rangers the opportunity back into the final third. Kerr. McLean. McAllister. Gets it up into space. Rangers still have Kavanagh, Cornet, Bell, McCleary, Ferguson, McCauley and Berra on the bench. Should they look to make any further changes? Patient as they move the ball. Doherty makes some movement. This doesn't happen. Kerr pierces it through for Middag. McLean. Davison stepping up on the right. She takes. The aim was Arnott. And Hearts clear. McLaughlin. McLean spins. It finds its way to Kerr. There's the Arnott holding a run and just ahead. Nolf. Arnott strikes from long range. And that one sails over the crossbar. There's the Arnott looking to add her name to the score sheet this afternoon.
She did well to create it. We know how dangerous she is in those positions. We've seen her score so many times like that, coming in off the left with a right foot shot, and she just gets underneath that one a wee bit, goes over the bar, but as the intention as ever, get another goal for Rangers.
Marky Thompson looks to freshen the energy in the Rangers side. So Middag still has plenty of that as she makes her way off, along with Brogan Hay. And on our Megan Bell and Chelsea Cornet. Marky Thompson said he was full of admiration for Megan Bell and playing certain forward earlier in the week. Now it's still up there for now. Cornet. Not the first touch that she wanted.
Stop! Stop! Go up with Kelsey.
Bell is taking position over on the right side. You'll see her in your picture now, up towards that stand. Sam Kerr just beyond her. Chelsea Cornet will drop into that deeper role in the midfield, allowing Sam Kerr to move further forward, closer to Kirsty Howitt now. And Rangers restart from the throw-in. Under a quarter to play. McLean, Hay and a Howitt hat-trick. The goal scorers this afternoon. Davison rolls for McLean. Lizzie Arnott onto the left foot. Stab to McLean. Blocked by Hunter. Cornet drops it. Davison steps up. A strong Rangers line of blue as Bell looks to cross. Just run out of space. Well, looks for the last few minutes, Mario, like those fresh legs in the middle of Bell and Cornet just look to add a little bit extra to Rangers in the second half from the way play was progressing previously.
Yeah, they're going 100 miles an hour. That was Megan's first cross and went out, unfortunately, but I'm sure there'll be more, and she'll be keen to getting those opportunities and create for her team. She brings so much to the Rangers team, and as Malky said on Wednesday, is able to play in different positions, but such an attacking threat for them. They'll be looking to capitalise on her skills today, that's for sure.
Davies finds Rennie. Fargate back through for Erin Rennie. Davison's coming across. Post defending in the corner.
Stop, stay up, stop.
Chelsea corner. Davison for Bell. Lovely play from Sam Kerr. Megan Bell looking to advance into the box. And Georgia Hunter is so important for Hearts defensively throughout the last few seasons. Again, has been in the way in the second half. And the way she steps out, it just sometimes adds that extra player at the midfield for Hearts to try and allow someone to run forward.
Yeah, she did really well to step onto that one. She's not had many chances to do that this match, but she's found feet, and Hearts able to build a little bit better this half. I think they're benefiting from maybe Erin Rainey going up top and managing to connect a little bit better with her, and the whole team stepping up a wee bit more behind her. I think that was definitely the message at half time from the looks of things, was that the midfield to get a little bit higher and try and support the striker.
Cornet. Cowan stops to get any opportunity of a cross. Howitt. Hunter keeps watch. Cornet. McLaughlin is offside. As that flag goes up on the right of the screen. Just under 10 minutes for Rangers to add to their goal scoring. The last time they scored 6 against Hearts was back in March 2022. 6-0. Hay, Megan Bell double, Arnott, Howitt and Grant, who's now a Hearts player, unavailable this afternoon, all scored the goals.
I think I was played in that one, actually. I remember it well.
Wasn't going to say anything, Mario. Davison. McLaughlin away from Handley. Cowan clears. Bell. Cornet. Bell runs onto it. Tries to take it back. Fargate. Hunter under pressure, just happy to give Rennie something to chase down. She gets there first. No, sticks with it. Docherty fumbles, and Rangers have the free kick. Davison. Continues her run. Cornet. McLaughlin. Cowan, a sliding challenge. Bell crosses into the hands of Lisa Rogers, and some claims of a penalty there too in the background. Let's have a look at that phase again. Cornet with an important challenge. Bell's cross ended up in the hands of Lisa Rogers.
Yeah, I think it was a good challenge for Shona Cowan. She's been really strong today back there. Slightly unusual for her playing at centre back instead of in the wide areas, but she's done really well.
How it's through. The flag raised for offside. And the away supporters unhappy at that decision. The conversations continue. The eyes on the assistant. Let's have a look. It's Kirsty Howitt there with the strike. Rangers will make the change. And it will be Laura Berry, who came in as a sub in back-to-back games against Partick Thistle and Spartans in early March. We'll move on as Kirsty Howitt goes off on the far side and continues to have a conversation with the assistant. She's not happy with that offside decision. She'll take the applause as she runs away in front of the Rangers supporters. An applause for Laura Berry, who comes onto the field. And there's the freeze there.
It's tight, very, very tight, that offside call.
How crucial will that call be?
Yes, Nick.
Berry in the central attacking position. Cowan steps in front. Stops the ball getting any way through. And he's lay off towards Gwen Davies. Hearts look to get on the score sheet. Davies still has it. For Forsyth. Kirsty McLean gets the shoulder in there. Doesn't allow Forsyth any room to manoeuvre. And Rangers have the goal kick.
Stop! Get beyond it, Laura! Laura! There's a channel, Laura!
Hayley Davies can't pierce the Rangers defence. Under 5 minutes to play. Sam Kerr takes in the midfield. Doherty.
Go on, Laura!
Berry. Hunter keeps watch. Forsyth. Aims for Rennie. Davison sees it back to Jenna Fife. Kirsty McLean. Unable to drive forward. Arnott has space in the middle. Kerr's ahead of her. She loops it up for Berry. Hearts defence deal with it. Only so far. Cowan clears again. Encourages her defensive line to step further out. Nicola Doherty. Lizzie Arnott. Berry. McLaughlin. Gwen Davies. Through the ball up for Rennie. Very alert goalkeeping from Jenna Fife to step up and help out the defenders.
It's a great ball, that's earned right through if she can get on it, but it's great goalkeeping.
And Berry does well. McLean finds McLaughlin. Bell, the substitute, soaring into the box. There's Arnott. Didn't get a touch. And off races, but can't keep it in play. And Hearts have the throw. Megan Bell creating danger on the right side. Just behind Arnott possibly. Margate. North continuing to battle. Up against the youngster and comes out on top. Hunter forward. In the air from Cornett. And then McLean. What a pass from Megan Bell. And there's a crossing in the way. And there will be another couple of subs for Hearts. And one for Rangers too. Colette Kavanagh is about to come on for Rangers in place of Lizzie Arnott, the former Hibernian midfielder. And for Hearts, Lennon Sheehan coming on in an appearance last season away to Celtic in May 2022. It will be a debut for Olivia Homchuk, who's up from the under-16s. It will be her first team appearance as the number 2 comes on. And there's Erin Sheehan on to take her place too.
Yeah, an amazing moment for Olivia. I think she's only 15, which obviously really impressed the coaches. And it's difficult circumstances to come into the game, but it's an amazing chance to make your debut and hopefully the first of many appearances in the first team for her. And likewise for Erin, I think she did make one appearance last year, but she's been training with the first team all year when she can as well, on top of the under-19s training, so it's nice to see them get their rewards.
Here's the opportunity, breaking forward for Humchuk. She'll need some help provided there from Erin Sheehan. Can't get the pass beyond Davidson. Kerr for Docherty. McLean. Megan Bell still driving. Claims of handball, and the referee points to the spot. Rangers have an opportunity for goal number 6 of the afternoon, and it could be a big one if they get it at the top of the table. As we approach added on time, it will be Megan Bell with the responsibility. Screams of handball went up. Eyes towards the referee, who points to the spot. And it's Megan Bell who steps up and scores. And still goes after the ball. Time remaining. Heart of Midlothian 0, Rangers 6.
Big moment for Rangers. Big moment for Rangers. You can see how much they're celebrating. They still want to kick on, try and get another one. Lisa Rogers goes the right way for the penalty, but it's so powerful she can't quite get to it. But Hearts have made life difficult for Rangers in the second half, more difficult in the first half, but it's not been enough to stop them. They're really going for it, and it looks like they want to go for it. Another one in these last couple of minutes.
Rangers goal difference up to 103. How important might that be? Cowan out into touch. What a moment for Megan Bell too. It's towards Kavanagh, cuts across. No one there for Rangers. Bell in now. Towards Berry. Swiped away. Megan Bell been through so much injury troubles. Malky Thompson's team. In amongst the action. Again in a Rangers jersey. How much added time will there be? We're inside that now. Docherty. She still continues. The momentum takes her through. Nolf searching for Bell. It sits up for Megan Bell. Just past the post. What a quick fire double that would have been. Scored in that 6-0 win back in March 2022. And a double in that one. Wasn't far away from one there. What an exciting end to the title race. In the top flight, it will be Glasgow City still 0-0 in their game, which is approaching half-time. Rangers continuing here. Berry in front of Handley. Goal kick is awarded.
No let-up from Rangers here. It's amazing that it looks like it might go to the last day of the season now. So we won't know who wins until the end of the 90s. Glasgow City 0-0 Partick Thistle at the moment. I've still got the work cut out to do at Peters Hill, but it'll be very interesting to see what happens next week and who eventually is crowned champions.
As it stands, 3 teams on 78 points, separated by goal difference. Will Hearts inflict damage to that? Humchuk for Forsyth. McLaughlin steps in, so now will it swing the other way? She aims for Kerr. Hunter's touch. Kavanagh takes off the toes of Chelsea Cornet. Bell, the most recent scorer from the spot. McLaughlin for Cornet. Kavanagh to Bell. The crosses. That'll go beyond all three in blue in the middle. And the referee blows the full-time whistle. Malky Thompson and his side have picked up an important 3 points this afternoon. But will it be an important 6 goals too? The Rangers supporters applaud their team. Nicola Docherty took over the armband at half-time as a substitute for Catherine Hill. And Kirsty Howitt there, the number 9, with a hat-trick. And amongst those 6 goals this afternoon, added to by Kirsty McLean, Brogan Hay and Megan Bell. Rachel McLaughlin, one of the PFA Scotland Team of the Year nominees, alongside a number of others in the squads this afternoon. Emma Brownlee, Kira Grant, who weren't available for Hearts. Sam Cairn, Brogan Hay, who featured. And the Young Player of the Year nominees, Emma Watson and Kirsty McLean, who opened the scoring this afternoon with a quite incredible finish, which you'll be able to catch on all the action of the highlights on Sports Scene this week. Malky Thompson remains calm. He's repeated at times this season, his players have never lost the belief, even when results may have went against them. They've dropped points at times against Hearts too, so this had the potential to be a tricky fixture for Rangers, drawing 0-0 with Ava Olid's side the last time they met here in January. But a difficult afternoon for our players, Mario. It'll be a tired season, a successful season for Heart of Midlothian, but injury hit this afternoon, and coming up against a team in Rangers who were absolutely rolling, relentless and rampant as they went on the search for goals in this game.
They certainly were. You know, Hearts worked really hard. They've got a lot of young players on, a lot of players who maybe haven't had as much game time as they would have liked, so that is a positive for them, and probably all they were hoping to take from the game. A very different position from Rangers, who are really pushing and striving for as many goals and give themselves the best chance of winning that title. And I think they need to be happy with, you know, what they've done today. 6 goals. Rangers, they've given everything they can to it. They've taken it to the last day of the season. I think there's a bit of disappointment on a couple of players' faces that they maybe didn't get more there, but I think, you know, overall 6-0 is a great win at Oriam from a team that's taken points off them before this season, and it's all down to the last day now.
Big points, big goals this afternoon, and just as the full-time whistle blows here, Glasgow City, I believe, have taken the lead against Partick Thistle. So the drama continues in the Scottish Women's Premier League. What a final day it will be next Sunday. Malky Thompson runs down the analysis with his players. Eva Olid does the same with her Hearts team to the right. No one will forget the season that Heart of Midlothian have had in their journey back in late 2019, winning SWPL 2. They finished last in their first season, 8th in their second, up to 4th and guaranteed for this campaign. And for Rangers, it's their success, further success to come for them this season. We'll find out next Sunday. They'll take on Glasgow City, which was announced the other day. It will be played at Ibrox, and what an end to the Scottish Women's Premier League season we will have. Thanks very much to Mario Caney for joining me this afternoon. Thanks very much for watching. What incredible drama we have every Sunday, and it doesn't stop here. We'll be back again with more coverage of the Scottish Women's Premier League next Sunday. But the full-time whistle here at Oriam, it finishes Heart of Midlothian 0, Rangers 6.